So, of course, as soon as I start, the air compressor starts going. So even after sealing all that up, I still had a water leak. Not much, there was just a little bit of water in there. I want to get it all fixed. So I took the this cowl off, and this is what I found. You can see where the seam sealer has kind of come away from there. See a couple spots. There's one right in there too. A little bit of rust, but not, it's not bubbling up or anything over here. And kind of in there too. I will probably pull this little diaphragm thing off so I can get behind it better. What I'm going to do is clean this up real good, scrape any rust off, spray it with some primer, and then silicone all along this seam, because the seam sealer is just kind of starting to pull away a little bit. So we'll put some silicone in there, some real good stuff, just to kind of seal it all back up. See some there, it's bubbled a little bit, but mainly it's just the paint's kind of come off and got a little rust starting. Kind of the same in there too. So we'll get all that cleaned up and get it treated and get it resealed. So then that should make it, should be sealed up after all that. So, and while I have that cowl off, I'll go ahead and paint it black to match the rest of the truck. Kind of wish it was still blue, but I have a feeling it's had quite a bit of Bondo and bodywork, so it'd probably be blue and primer. So, I guess the black's easier to match. So, let's get this all fixed. Okay. So, that thing there's like a little flapper. I haven't been able to get it out, but I slid it enough where I could get back in here. And it looks like all this over here is good. What I'll probably do is clean it up, and I may spray a little primer down in there. And I may go ahead and just put a little bit of caulking, then slide that back in place. So you can see, let's see if you can see that little, put it right there, bottom right corner. That's my kick panel. That's where I put the silicone. So if that's not sealed up good, which it is now, but if it's not, what you'll end up with, water runs down this cowl. Nothing to keep water in from, water's supposed to go in this cowl, and it will hit the top of that kick panel right there. It sticks out into the cowl area, and it'll run right in. So I know water was leaking in there. I mean, when it would rain, there'd be a bunch of water in, and it rained, and there was just a few drips, and I think that's coming from the seam seal that's all cracked up in the cowl here. So because the insulation on the firewall was damp, so it's it's leaking like right there, which is where the firewall is. This vertical wall here is the firewall, and then the cowl right there meets the firewall, and then that seam seal right there seals between the firewall and the cowl. So if that leaks, it's going to run down the firewall, and that's what it's doing. So we will get that fixed. Alright, so there's the cowl, just one coat. see some dents and stuff in it. There's one there, another one. The light hits it. But I don't really care. So here's where we're going to leave off for tonight. I've gotten this all cleaned up, and I've got it sprayed with that rusty metal primer, and that's what I'm going to leave on it. Then I'm just going to put caulking over it, and we'll call that good. You know what? I'll let that dry, and I'll put a coat of paint on top of it, just regular paint to cover the primer up, just to give it a little more, give the rust a little more of a chance of not coming back, and just so you don't see that brown down in there, I'll get some black and spray in there. So, and then we'll let it dry overnight and go back in the morning and reseal that whole area with caulking. So that should seal it up. So here's kind of a rough fit of the jute pad that I ordered. Now, I kind of think that this one's made for the low hump, so it's going to stretch it, pull it away from that corner just a little bit. But that's fine. That'll allow the carpet to kind of tuck in. Plus, there's a jute pad made onto the back of the carpet, so and it needs to slide, I think, up towards the firewall just a little bit, and then I'll probably tuck it under this pad since this one's a little stiffer, and that way that one doesn't have to bend as much. But that's pretty much the fit of it. It fits pretty good, but it, like I said, it's you know, this tunnel is higher than a normal truck, higher than a two-wheel drive truck, and they don't offer this one, so you know, seems to fit pretty good. But the other side's the same, you know, a little bit short of fitting all the way, so but that's fine. Not gonna really make that much of a difference, but I like the fit of it. It's even got a cutout over there for the dimmer switch, the floor dimmer. So, and then we'll just have to trim this out. That's where my shifter is, to trim that out. So I'm going to roll this back up in case it rains, because that still will leak tonight. And well, I'll update it when no. We're going to call it a night, and I'll make a new video tomorrow. Thanks for watching.